Hey everybody, it's Joseph Pitcher. I'm the team leader for Pitcher Real Estate Group by Real Broker, and I wanted to share with you, if you're a new agent and you're just starting your production for 2024, I wanted to go over some really helpful tips to help you get your business started and off the ground so you can have an amazing 2024. First thing I want you to do is to think about all the friends and family that you know. Someone who would be able to see you walking down the street and say, "Hey Joseph," those are the people that you're going to be targeting, and that's your sphere of influence. Okay, it could be anyone. It could be your contractors, your attorneys, your doctors, any friends and family, of course, an acquaintance, someone that you know that would be able to recognize you on the street. That's the person you're going to be targeting. The next thing I want you to do is go into your contacts, whether you have an Android or Apple. I have an Android, so at the very top you're going to look and see how many contacts you have. Okay, and then once you get that number, let's say it's 500, you're going to divide by 2, so let's say 250. Okay, that's your sphere of influence. That is the number of contacts that you're going to contact, and I'm going to show you what to do next, but this is the number that you need to focus on. So once you have that number, I want you to open up a new spreadsheet, and I want you to look at every single one of those contacts that you know that you've either talked to or that you know would recognize you, or that they're a friend or family or someone that knows you, that trusts you. And you're going to put that name down on a spreadsheet. You're going to put their name, their address, their phone number, their email address, any notes that you have about them, and you're going to create a master list. The goal is to get to at least 250 contacts. If you've got 500 contacts, you should be able to get to about half of them. And then the next thing I want you to do is to create 10 separate tabs. In each one of those tabs, you're going to divide 250 by 10, which is 25. So every single one of those tabs is going to have 25 contacts in them. And now what you have is 10 weeks worth of contacts to call. So I'm not asking you to call all 250 of them at once. No one's got time to do all that. So the thing to do is to really separate out your time and to do these power hour activities, right? So now you've got 10 weeks of 25 contacts to call. So what I want you to do with this database is every quarter, you're going to call every single person in that contact. Now you're going to have 10 weeks, every quarter is about 12 weeks. So you're going to be able to get through each of those names every single quarter. Now remember, this isn't a sales call, okay? This is a call talking about you and your services, right? The services that we offer are not how to buy and sell real estate. The services we offer are the attorneys we know and the stagers we know and the contractors we know. Because people's homes are their biggest asset, you want to be that go-to person that calls you and says, "Hey, I need such and such help on my home. Who do you know that you can call to send?" That's what you're looking for, okay? Once you have that and you talk to every single person in your database, you're going to send them a text that following Monday. That text is your sales text. That's when you close the deal. That's when you ask for the business and convert that lead. The next thing I want you to do is to send out a newsletter once per month. What I want you to focus on is just being able to send a newsletter once per month to all your contacts, okay? And one thing I also want to note is when you first go through your master list, you're not going to have all the information, right? You may know a brother to someone, you may know their mother or whoever else. When you go through each one of those tabs in your first 10 weeks, that's when you start filling in all that information, okay? You're going to reach out to someone that you know who knows them, and that's when you're going to get their information to fill in and complete your database. So we've talked about calling once per quarter. We talked about sending a text message the following Monday. We've talked about sending a newsletter once per month. The next thing I want you to do is twice per year, meet that person face to face. You've got to put a face with everyone that you're talking to. You've got to see them in person. This is an old school style of what we did with sales techniques. You got to get in front of them. You got to talk about your business. I want you to do this twice per year. Also, what you're going to do twice per year is send out a handwritten note. You're not going to write these manually. There's ways to do this and ways to automate this. And of course, we'll get into that in the next video, but twice per year, you're going to send a handwritten note. The last thing is twice per year, you're going to engage with them on social media, whether you're sending them a DM or you're commenting or you're liking a post, some sort of engagement between you and them on social media, on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, whatever the case is. You're going to try to do that for every one of your contacts twice per year. Once you have all that automated, then you should be able to convert, let's say 10% of all of your contacts. So if you've got 250 contacts, contacts or 500 contacts, let's say 250 contacts. And if you convert 25 of those, that's 25 deals per year that you wouldn't have had otherwise. And something that I think is amazing, every single person that you know knows at least 2 people who want to either buy or sell their property within any given year. So if you've got a database of 250, any given year, that person knows at least 2 people who want to buy or sell real estate, whether they're buying investment properties or buying the next condo or their next forever home. Everyone knows someone. And that's why we're calling every single quarter and we're getting in front of them face to face. Now, everyone can buy, online leads. Online leads, I've used them all. They're not great, no matter where you get them from. And so your best business and the cheapest way to convert these leads is your referral-based business. And your referral-based business is going to be your most profitable business because these are people who are contacting you because they trust you. So let's say, for instance, every single person in your database knows 2 people. That means up to 750 people could be your potential client. And even if you convert 5% of them, that's 40 deals per year that you could convert. Do those few things, put together your database and create those tabs, divide them out by 10 and call them once per quarter, send handwritten notes, do the newsletters. If you do this on a consistent basis, your first year, you're gonna crush it, and I hope you do. Please like and subscribe to this video, and we'll see you next time.